Hi, everyone. I'm Fred Fung, your general manager, and I'm here with EJ McDonald, our director of golf. We're really excited to announce a brand new amenity here for Bonita Bay Club being constructed, as you can see, as we speak, the new golf performance centers. So I think it goes back way back to 2015, EJ, when we first started talking about this. And originally, the plan was to build a single building on the back of the Creekside range, and a lot's changed since then. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so when we were first designing that, I think that actually the plans, we started talking about in 15, the plans actually started coming out in 16. And once we started looking at the infrastructure, we were going to have to build a fire truck access road back there, which is large and a turnaround. And of course, we don't have a ton of space. And then also just the bringing all the sewer, the water, the data, the power that much further kind of became cost prohibitive. In addition to that, we were kind of trying to get our head wrapped around how this was going to work with getting everybody back there, the teachers, how many extra carts would it take and things like that. So I was working with Burton Adams, our engineer, and we were over right here on the front left of Creek, and he was trying to figure out how we could slide in the 6 bay over here. And then, we couldn't quite get that fit in there, so we were still trying to wrap our heads around it. And then we went over, and Jordan and Matt were over there doing club fittings on the front left of Marsh. So, of course, that's going to be a big part of any golf performance center. So it came about, so why don't we put a 4 bay here and a 2 bay over there? And in the long run, it's going to be a lot better for the members as far as where they're going for club fitting, club repair versus going for a normal lesson, which will be over here at the 4 bay.
Oh, that's great. So we know there are a lot of benefits associated with a facility that's set up for golf instruction and club fitting. Some of them are for members, some are for staff, and some are even for prospective members. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so obviously, we are in sunny Florida, but it's not always sunny even in the winter. In the summertime, we have a lot of heat, so we're going to have environmentally controlled areas for our members to enjoy lessons where everybody looks forward to their lessons and you get a rain out, or it's the heat index 105, or even a couple times in the winter, it's pretty cool. So that's to be a better setup for them. We can house all the technology in there, which is great. It allows us to retain our current staff and attract new high-end teaching professionals, which is very important if you're going to have the amenity and the instructional program for the members to get more out of it. In addition to that, kind of when we went around, we finally got the short game area. That's a huge draw for our current members, of course. We got a nice, safe, great, big place to practice, but also our incoming members. And a couple questions I know that Stephanie's asked me is, do you think we're going to get these golf performance centers? Because potential members are asking about that. In addition, the level of excitement from our members that do take lessons is really high. They're really looking forward to this. We can house the tech. You don't necessarily take a lesson in the bay every time. We still use the natural turf. Of course, you have putting lessons, short game lessons, playing lessons. But it's be nice to have one center where everybody knows they go for instruction and club fitting and club repair right here on site. So it's going to be pretty exciting.
Probably goes without saying that Bonita Bay Club has just about anything anyone would want to improve their golf game, from putting green, chipping green, driving ranges, the short game practice area you mentioned, Toptracer on Creekside.
Yes.
We're completely reimagining the practice facility over at the Naples campus, and this is taking technology to the next level. So what type of technology can we be excited about?
So I think, everybody's familiar with TrackMan. We already use that with our lessons and, in particular club fitting. Foresight Sports GC Quad is another tool. So the TrackMan is actually a Doppler radar. It traces things using a radar, and the GC Quad technology is camera based. So for club fitting, where you want to capture club head stuff, it's a lot better with the quad. And we're looking for ball and what the ball's doing. The Doppler follows that a little bit better than the quad. So 2 uses there. We already have the Sam Putt Lab. We use that upstairs for putting. We're looking at a couple other things, and they're coming out with really good tech for putting lessons and putter fitting, which is often overlooked. We're going to have 3D force plate in one of the bays so that you can see where your foot pressure is going, so you can use ground force. No matter how big, how small, how young, how old, how good, how bad we are at golf, we can all improve by using the ground a little bit better. You see it in every other rotary sport. And then what's really exciting that we put in kind of a little bit later in the design process is we're putting in a Zen green stage. So the green is in the ground in one of the bays. It's going to be in the left second bay over here on the 2 bay. and it actually changes undulation. So great for a
Wow.
controlled putting environment. It's always going to be a smooth surface. You can learn how to read putts better. We can gauge where your putter head's doing, where the ball's rolled is doing. And another great addition we're going to put in one of the bays over here in the forebay is called the Zen swing stage. That's to practice uneven lies on. So the stage kind of rotates, left, right, up, and down, so we can practice on uneven lies, which is very difficult to practice. It's hard to give lessons on it because the main place you can do is on the golf course. So that's really going to help everybody out. And it's one of those things that we all get there, we have an uneven lie, we kind of go, okay, I saw a video or my instructor kind of told me to do this, but now we can actually practice and learn from it. So we're not slamming as much in there as we can. We're leaving room for expansion in the future as well as tech develops for us.
So you spoke about this a little bit, but break down the differences between the 4-bay facility here on Creekside and the 2-bay facility over on Marsh.
Yeah, so the 4-bay is going to have obviously 4 bays, and that's going to be basically for instruction. Also in that building is we're going to have a break room for our teachers. That's a little storage area. If you see our teachers right now, they're kind of like nomads out in their carts. They got all their equipment hanging out the sides and on the back. You never know where they're going to be. So they're going to actually have an area they can go sit down, and also a 400 square foot golf fitness specific area. That's going to have some techno gym equipment in it. It's going to be modeled similar to the golf fitness room we have over here at the fitness center, and also what they have in the PGA Tour trailer. So
Wow.
really golf specific. You're gonna be able to work with your fitness professional and your golf professional right here in this 4-bay. Also included in there is a little stretching area inside. If we're kind of in a program, we want to loosen up a little bit, which is great for injury prevention. Instead of just getting out of the car, jumping the cart and going and whacking golf balls, you will stretching in the AC, because right now trying to loosen up out here, it's not fun. It's not fun. And then the 2-bay, obviously we talked about we're going to have call it the putting lab in one of the bays. And the 1 bay is going to be strictly for club fitting. So we're going to have all the shafts, driver heads, everything lined up right there, easy access, and also a full service club repair shop. So we'll be able to do club repairs and also build clubs right here on site, which, as we know, with everything in the industry right now, takes forever to get your clubs. So anything we can adjust or build right here on site, it's instant satisfaction for our members.
So it looks like you thought about everything. So thinking about something and building it are two different things. So we're here by Creekside. That's the sort of foundation and the base of a 4-building facility. How's the construction timing going, and when can we expect to have this open for business?
Yeah, so obviously the 4-bay with the break room and the fitness component is about almost 3 times bigger than the 2-bay. And so we're kind of starting here. In each stage, they're starting at the 4-bay and moving to the 2-bay. So right now we're getting ready to pour slab. You can see they're putting in the conduit right now. We got to put some recesses into that slab for the swing stage, the 3D plates, and also the green over in the 2-bay. So we're looking at probably mid-November on the 2-bay and mid-December right here on the 4-bay for opening.
Oh, exciting.
Yeah, so we're really excited to get there. And when you see it every day, you're like, come on, guys, keep going, keep going. So we just got to be patient, but it's going to be an awesome amenity when we get them done.
I think that sort of wraps up the first video. I know that we're planning on getting together every month or so, doing a construction update, keep the members abreast of what's happening. Any final words before we?
No, it's a lot of stuff, and it's all geared to make the member experience better. The idea with all the components is for the members to have a good instructional experience, hopefully get better at golf, but also that you enjoy golf more. So when you get done with 18 holes, you feel better. You haven't had to work quite as hard out there for 18 holes. You can get done and go enjoy the rest of your day with your friends and family.
That's great. Well, we really appreciate you, EJ, giving us an introduction of what's happening with the Golf Performance Center.
Absolutely.
Members, wishing you the best summer, and we'll look forward to seeing you soon.